Hello friends, welcome to NGO Advisory Services. Today I will discuss about the CSR registration, why it is mandatory to get CSR registration for those organizations which want to get the CSR projects, and what will be the advantage for this, what is the tenure for getting this, and what the documents required for this. First of all, we must understand what CSR registration is. CSR registration is applied from the department Ministry of Corporate Affairs. So anyone want to apply for CSR registration, that is through Ministry of Corporate Affairs, New Delhi. CSR certificate is the certificate which help you to apply and get the CSR projects. If any organizations who want to apply for CSR funds, CSR projects, they must have the valid CSR registration certificate, and this certificate is provided by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Number one, and these rules are applicable from 1st of April 2021, and since then, if any organizations want to apply for CSR funds or CSR projects, first of all they must get the CSR registration, only then they can go for CSR projects application or funding applications. Now, what is the if anyone doesn't want to get the CSR projects or CSR funds, what will be the consequence for this? See, it's up to the charitable organizations. If they don't want to get the CSR funds or CSR projects, then there is no mandatory to get their CSR registration. Number one point. Number two point, it's not a mandatory in nature for all the charitable organizations. Now it's a decision up to charitable organizations. If you want to go for funding projects, CSR related projects, then you must get your CSR registrations, which will help you or make you eligible for application to the CSR funds or CSR projects. Now question, what's the documents required for this? Simple documents. It's your organizations must have 3 years old, number one, and you must have 12A and ATG registration. First, both conditions must be fulfilled. If your organization is 3 years old but you don't have 12A and ATG registration, then you cannot apply for CSR registration. Or if you have a 12A and ATG registration but organization is not 3 years old, still you cannot apply for CSR registration. So there are two conditions. Condition number one, organization must be 3 years old, and second, the organizations must have 12A and ATG registration. Other documents are very simple. If you have a charitable trust, then the board of trustee KYC and mail ID and authorized person name and digital signature is mandatory, and trust deed and trust PAN card. These are documents in case of trust. If you have a society, then society registration certificate, society PAN card, society bylaws, 12A certificate, ATG certificate, authorized person name, and the digital signature of authorized person. And if you have a Section 8 company, then a registration certificate of incorporation, MOA, AOA, a 12A certificate, ATG certificate, board of directors KYC, including mail ID, and authorized person of directors, and digital signatures. If you have a charitable trust, still you need to provide the 12A ATG registration certificate, trust deed, trust PAN card, board of trustees KYC, and authorized person of trustee, and digital signature of the authorized persons. So these are the documents required in respect of trust, charitable trust, in respect of society, and in respect of Section 8 company. Only two things are very important in case of CSR registration. Number one, organizations must have 3 years completed, and second, you must have 12A and ATG registration. Only then you can plan for CSR registrations. Now question, what is the timeline? It means what is the validity of CSR registration? Simply, nowadays there is no provision of any renewal in case of CSR registration, so you can consider it's a lifetime nowadays. Once you apply for CSR registration, you will get the certificate, and there will not be any validity mentioned on the certificate. It means it's a continuity There is no law under this for any renewal, so it's, you can say, lifetime registration. Number two, yeah, how many days it will take to get this CSR registration? Only one day it will take to get the CSR registration, and you will get the certificate on your mail, the mail ID which you have provided while applying for CSR registration. There is no any hard copy is provided from the department, so only the soft copy for CSR registration through you have received in your mail. Thank you so much. If you have any query, suggestions, or you want to ask any questions, you can drop the mail or connect on WhatsApp or call. If you have any suggestions are most welcome. And if you have not subscribed my channel, kindly subscribe my channel so that you can get the latest video which we will upload. Thank you for watching this.